A new 40-year FHA loan product in the marketplace? Could this be the golden solution to the affordability crisis we're facing with raising federal funds rate and mortgage rates that have priced many out of the housing market? Has this finally hit the marketplace? And if so, what does it look like? How do you get your hands on it? We're going to cover all of that in this video. This is JP from Blueprint for Prosperity, helping you to increase your net worth through relationship banking, maximizing your borrow capacity, proper use of life insurance, and the ownership of real estate. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading content on a daily basis to help you customize your blueprint for prosperity. So news has broken that the FHA has released a new 40-year mortgage loan product. And it's been seeping through the financial media, seeping through the news. You may have run across this information somewhere on the internet in recent days. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is not quite true. The FHA actually has not released a new 40-year mortgage loan product. What the FHA has approved is a new 40-year loan modification. The difference, for those of you who may not be aware, is your new mortgage loan product is your ability to take down a primary lien on a home. So it's your standard loan product. Modifications are back-end alternatives to homeowners who are struggling to make payments on their loans. These are alternatives for foreclosure. So modification loan products are essentially for existing homeowners struggling to make their payments. This is what the FHA has recently approved. Now, before you run off on this video, there's a couple important points that we need to elaborate on from this, because that's not the end of this conversation. The new 40-year loan modification from the FHA, for number one, actually is a very loud message that the federal government has no intentions on allowing there to be a major real estate market crash. They are doing everything in their power to keep homeowners in their homes. And this is contrary to this real estate crash news. And this is something I've already shot a couple videos on in the last few weeks, if you go back and check it out. I've already talked about there are numerous reasons why the housing market will probably stay unaffordable for some time to come, minus interest rates coming down significantly. And that's number one, because we have the affordability aspect, price and interest rates through the roof. But number two, we have a lot of people who are not able to move out of their homes into new homes because of the affordability issue. And we have the government on the back end subsidizing and propping up many who cannot afford their homes anymore and not allowing them to be foreclosed on and putting that inventory out in the marketplace. So the new 40-year loan modification stamps that the government, at least that housing department, that HUD related, FHA, Fannie, Freddie, all of those guys, they have no intention on allowing there to be a cascading effect of foreclosures in the housing market. That's just not where they're headed. So this new 40-year modification is going to be game changing for those who are in that area where they're unable to make their mortgage payments or struggling financially, especially going into economically rougher times. I think the FHA is approving this right on a dime, maybe even by some people's perspective, a little late. So what's another key point to this? The FHA and the conforming loan section, which is, government loans and your mainstream conforming loans, there could be a new 40-year FHA loan to come out in the near future. It's not unrealistic. In order to deal with this affordability crisis, this housing shortage, inventory shortage we have going on, there's going to have to be something that helps get more people into homes still. This is still a very big part of our economy here in the U.S. It's not something that the government and the powers that be are looking to have, disappear or become unrealistic for working class and middle class Americans. That's not the goal. At least it doesn't seem to be that. This is something that could be realistic in the future. We will all have to keep our eyes on the ball to see if this comes out. Next point, there are 40-year loan products out there in the marketplace. You have to find mortgage brokers that offer it. It's non-conforming loan setup. That means it is not government issued. It's not your standard conventional loans. You're not going to find it at any of your local banks, that are under certain regulations and your standard lenders. You're going to have to find brokers, private marketplace loans and brokers to find this product, but it does exist and it can help with affordability. There's two different setups. It's 40-year amortization, but there's like an interest only version, and then there's a flat out fixed version out of the gate. You have to do your homework. I'm not going to go too far into that because I want everybody to go do their own due diligence. I don't want to necessarily steer anybody in this particular video, at least. But they do exist, and I wanted to bring that to you as well in this video because some of you may have run across this news and been excited. And it really seems like the financial media fumbled the ball a little bit with this news because they misinterpreted it as a new FHA 40-year loan product versus a modification. So if you ran across this, it's not because you misinterpreted or did anything wrong. In most cases, you probably got it misinterpreted from the media outlet you may have run across it from. But it does exist. It's just not a conforming loan. It's not a government-backed loan. It's a non-conforming loan. It's in the private mortgage sector, mortgage brokers that are out there that are working with lenders that are not mainstream. They have this type of product. It does exist. Different interest rates, different circumstances, different, fee schedules and structures, but it does exist. It can be a saving grace for those of you who are having issues with affordability, because again, you're kicking out this loan product 10 more years. So that typically broadens out affordability, even if the interest rate's a little bit higher. 10 years is a long time to add on to an existing 30-year payment. So it could be an affordability saving grace for some of you out there. Do your due diligence. It does exist. It's just not a conforming loan. It's not an FHA loan. Not yet, at least. I want to bring you this update. It's very important that you guys stay on top of what's really going on out there when it comes to all economic, and private personal finance, topics that are floating out there, because it affects you on a daily basis, your money, your wallet, your financial decisions. So I want to give clarity to this because I see it catching catching fire and growing some legs and taking off out there, that there's a new FHA loan product, a 40-year loan product from the FHA, and it's not quite true. It's a modification. So keep your eyes open, keep tuned into this channel, like this video, subscribe to this channel. I guarantee you and promise you I will do my best to keep you up to date on the daily basis on what's going on around the financial sector to help you navigate it effectively and build out your roadmap to prosperity. As always, I enjoy bringing y'all this content. Thank y'all for tuning in. I want y'all to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.